I'm make that my name, man. You
To all of our listening public and general audience, we are awaiting a quorum.
Baby girl, touch her right there. Vicky. My dad, he was on the road. Yes. He's on the road. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Commissioner, you ready? Yes, sir. Okay. Commissioner King, you good? All right. Good evening to each and every one of you. We'll start our workshop tonight, October the 31st, October the 21st of 2025 at 6:36 p.m. at this present time. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. Thanks those on live feed tonight. We really do appreciate you joining us. The young people's here tonight, thank you as well for being a part of our meeting tonight. At this present time, we have the roll call. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Present.
Commissioner Pope,
Present.
Mayor Cox.
President, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner. Discussion tonight, City Manager, Education and Scholarship, Policy and Application, and Mountain Home Repair. This present time, City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, thank you. As you are aware, as part of the agreement with our waste management company, solid waste services provider, the good company, that there was a scholarship opportunity built into that agreement in the amount of $10,000. However, we do not have a policy to support that any distribution of those funds. So what I've done some research on some communities and their best practices, and what I want to present to you tonight as a City of South Bay educational scholarship policy and the application. Now, I would share with you, I've seen this. One of the communities is Opelika, Florida, where this scholarship policy is being implemented. And I just want to share some of the information with you. And if you have any insight, any questions as we go through this policy, please feel free to stop me and ask me so we could capture all of the information that you are proposing or you would like to see in this scholarship policy. Next slide, please. The purpose of it is to provide financial assistance to graduating high school seniors who reside in the City of South Bay, support students in pursuing higher education while recognizing academic achievement, leadership, and community involvement. Before I go any further, I would like to add, now, time is not of the essence of this policy as we're moving through it, but at the same time, we do know sometime in November, December, students will begin making those applications. So don't think that this is being pushed on you, but just know that it's being scholarship applications and or the funding requests will be taking place November, December. Hopeful funding in January and February.
Mr. Manager.
Yes.
In reference to the first bullet point there, in reference to the residents in the City of South Bay, I want to make sure that we're very clear in reference to this here. And the reason I'm saying this, sir, because we know precisely what transpired at GEO during some time back in reference to scholarship that was run during that particular time period. Now, this scholarship that we're referring now is just only for South Bay residents only. Am I correct, sir?
The dollars are coming to the City of South Bay.
Yes, sir.
Unlike the GEO scholarship, formerly Wackenhut scholarship, the dollars stayed with Wackenhut.
Okay.
There was an agreement with Wackenhut and the concerned citizens. However, the dollars never left Wackenhut or GEO.
Okay.
These dollars are coming to the City of South Bay for administration.
All right, then. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. And it's to support students pursuing higher education while recognizing academic achievement, leadership, and community involvement. Next slide. This is where your assistance is needed. It is a total of $10,000 that we will receive from the good company. So here is the city of South Bay will award so many scholarships in the amount of so much dollars. Funds will be distributed directly to accredited post-secondary institution upon proof of enrollment. So commissioners, as you're thinking about this, or if you have an answer today, what it is that you would like to see as the number of awards issued and the amount issued to those students. Next slide. If you have an answer, I'll stop, but I would like for you to take some time to just think about that part. Next slide. Eligibility requirements. 1, you must be a resident of the city of South Bay. 2, be a graduating senior in the current academic year. Have a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.75 on a 4.0 scale. Demonstrate leadership, community service, and good character. Provide all required documentation by the submission deadline. Next slide. Thank you. Completed application form. Typed essay, no more than 750 words, describing why you are a strong candidate for this scholarship and how you plan to contribute to your community. Submit 3 letters of recommendation from non-relatives, at least 1 from a school official. Provide the official skilled high school transcript, social security number redacted. Copy of your college acceptance letter if available. Signed applicant certification and release statement. The selection process. The Scholarship Selection Committee appointed by the City of South Bay will review all completed applications. Selection will be based on academic performance, leadership qualities, community involvement, and essay content. Incomplete or late applications will not be considered. Now, go back one moment. Oh, go ahead. I think it's answered right there.
Yes. No,
Complete
go back to the other one, sir. The first bullet point there. The Scholarship Selection Committee, how will you?
No, it's not me. It is up to this commission, and that's what I was just about to say on the next slide.
All right then. Thank you, sir.
The only part, go to the next slide. Only part that the city manager is playing is, unless directed otherwise, completed applications and supported materials will be submitted to the office of the city manager. If this commission wants the city manager, if it is desiring of the city manager to make the selection of the committee, then you will make that directive. However, it is done by the commission, is what I am asking, if the commission would be able to appoint a selection committee for that, unless we are advised otherwise.
More or less, how many individuals will be on that committee, sir?
No more than 5.
No more than 5. All right. Thank you.
Considering where we are with our commission,
Yes, sir.
but definitely 4.
4. All right. Thank you.
That's all I have for the scholarship committee,
Right.
scholarship policy.
Right. Commissioner, do you have any questions reference to the scholarship policy at this present time? Or you just want to digest this? Go ahead, Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one, the total of, you say the total is 10,000, and we need to come up with a number of how many graduates. My question, with the amount,
Commissioner.
I'm sorry, will the amount change? Because, each year we have like a different amount of seniors. Let's say if we have maybe like five seniors, would that amount be split with those 5, or we would have to set like a certain amount?
It's your policy. You would guide me on that.
Okay.
You have the total number of 10,000. So
Okay.
how is it the commission would like to see that move forward?
Okay, well, I have a suggestion because, like I say, the the amount of students may be different each year. So if we can just set it as a division of how many applicants that we received that year, if that's feasible. Let's say we have five graduate for the year 2026, then we would just divide that amount into the five applicants.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir. Commissioner Pope?
Yeah, I hear Commissioner King. I think a good recommendation, since it's a scholarship and we want to set a generic standard annually, so we can do maybe like $1,000, 10 scholarships, or you could do $2,000, five scholarship recipients at $2,000. So I was just thinking about some of the other municipalities. They used to do like $1,000, $2,000, and then you know what you have each year versus maybe you get 15 seniors one time. What you give them?
'Cause what I was getting at, thank you, Commissioner. What I was getting at with the well, first let me ask: will we have to utilize the entire 10,000 for that year, and would it carry over?
It would be in the best interest to utilize the full 10,000 based upon how it's coming. I can look at the agreement that we have, but it is based upon $10,000 annually for scholarships.
Okay.
So I would recommend the commission use it all, but if the students don't meet the qualifications, then that is something we can address as a body in making that decision. And you have the 10,000, but again, now I'm saying this with a total abundance of caution because it is new to the city of South Bay that we are administering this. In conversation, we may have full conversations from the finance director and from legal as we are moving through this, but it is corporate dollars that we're receiving, and we want to be sure that we are administering it from an auditing perspective appropriately.
Okay. Yeah, because Commissioner Pope, I do agree by setting an amount, 1,000 or either 2,000. But let's say we get three qualified seniors, and that would leave us a balance. And the manager is saying that he recommend that we replenish that total done 10,000. So now,
As you're saying that in that conversation, also know this is going to come back to the commission to make the final award. So if you have to make any adjustment, that may be a possibility as well.
Yeah.
But what I did not, my office did not want to do is present you a policy with the number in it and not have had the conversation with the commission as a general body. So I'm presenting it to you as a general body in order to give a recommendation to bring a policy back to this commission for consideration.
You know what? Thank you, City Manager Cameron, and thank you, Commissioner King and Commissioner Polk as well. In reference to the adjustment, in reference to everything that you all are saying, that you're right. Hypothetical, if you only had 5 graduates in 2026, and then only 3 of them qualify, how will you adjust that? And Madam Attorney, will we have to do this every year, hypothetical, come back and amend this here in reference to the adjustment of the amount per student?
Well, you can. What I was planning to do was just to kind of see what you all were saying and then let the manager bring it to me and then review it for legal sufficiency. And to the extent that it didn't fall out of alignment with any laws or policies that are existing, that would be your policy, but just based on your question, if you wanted to, within, it sounds like within the $10,000, you can do basically whatever you want to do in terms of having criteria and as the manager has stated, and also determining how you select it, whether you do it through a board or do it by the commission and it comes back to you, or whether you allow the managers to bring you recommendations, whatever it is. You can basically do whatever you want to with it. It's not, it's a finite amount of money, and it's really up to you all's discretion.
Yes,
Mayor?
yes, Commissioner Pope.
Yeah, and I agree that, if, like the manager said, it has to come back to the commission. So if we decide, hey, it's only 2 or maybe only 1 qualified
Right.
applicant, then at that point, then it could be in the policy that we decide to award it to them. But what I'm opposed to is us saying, let's divide it up by however many applicants we have. So that's the difference.
Well, you both of you are saying the same thing in a sense there, what you're saying in reference to the number of applicants that we have during that particular time period. Let's say you use a scenario, let's have 6 of them and only 4 of them qualify during that particular time period. Sorry. And then what we do, we divide it among those 4 individuals out of $10,000. Am I correct? That's
Well,
what
I guess what I'm saying is that suppose that we have, if we say we're going to do 10 scholarships,
yes.
and then the policy says we're going to divide it up,
Yes.
and we actually have 15 applicants. So
15.
So then you will have.
Yes, I agree with that, but what I'm saying, if we can put in a clause, okay, we would come to an agreement, $1,000 per applicant, and then we can put a clause where if we don't have enough students to cover the entire 10,000, then we would just divide the amount amongst the quantity that we have.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I understand what to submit to bring back to the commission based upon this conversation.
Yes, sir.
Shared and expressed. So it is a delight to share this, and for City of South Bay to have its own scholarship in order to offer its students. This is something I've heard many of the commissions say, just to know we're not having. Also, just Wackenhut GEO, they still offer its scholarship. It is, like has always been, built for employees that reside in the City of South Bay with graduating children. That is still taking place. However, there was never any policy put in place or any control provided to the City of South Bay. This one, even if I talk about the legal part of that conversation and court orders and what have you, there was still nothing really set aside for the City of South Bay to administer a scholarship. This time you are developing your own internal policy with your own dollars. So thank you, Mayor, Commission, for that one. I want to go to the next one if we could, unless there are any other questions. But if not, in order for us to get through the next one, Mayor, if I would, we can do it at the.
We can.
How you all decide it?
Do you want to start on this next one and the amount of home repair, or you want to wait until the regular meeting, commissioners? Whatever it is, discretion.
I can do it under the manager's report.
We can save it.
Save it. Okay. All right then.
Take it at a time.
Okay. We'll save it until you do it up on the manager report.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So are there any questions regarding any additional questions or follow-up on the scholarship?
At this present time, I think it's very clear what the commission is looking for, sir. So we'll wait for you all to come back to the commissioners and present.
Okay, well, let me walk through the application while I have some time so you will know what the application currently would look like. It'll have a submission deadline, the applicant information, full name, address, phone number, email, date of birth, high school, cumulative GPA, intended college/university, and the student's intended major. It also talk about the essay. It says, please attach a typed essay addressing the following prompt. Why do you believe you are a good candidate for the City of South Bay Educational Scholarship? And how do you plan to give back to your community in the future? And the certification piece is a signature, parent signature, and just following up with the contact information regarding the scholarship. So the city would be able to communicate back with the student. So it is an extremely simple scholarship application for the student in order to make the to apply. So that is what we have at the moment.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. I think this is very great, really good within the city of South Bay in reference to a scholarship that's been awarded to our students within the city of South Bay, and I feel that this gives them more to motivate them as well, to look forward to these upcoming scholarships when they get into the 12th grade and graduate and move on. So, Commissioner, I want to thank you all as well, city manager, staff, and attorney, and also the individual company that's who's going to be awarding these scholarships to our students within the city of South Bay. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful, and we're looking forward to that, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. And just for the record, I want to just say they are supporting the City of South Bay scholarship, not necessarily making the award. You are making the award. They're just going to support it.
Thank
And
you,
the
sir.
other component of this award, I just had it, but the thought it's a fleeting thought. But I will come back to it at a later time. Thank you, Mayor, Commissioner.
Thank you. At this present time, we have about 3 more minutes. I entertain a motion to adjourn the workshop. Moved by Commissioner Polk.
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. Workshop is adjourned. We'll reconvene in 3 minutes. Good evening to each and every one of you all. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for this coming to our meeting in the our last meeting in October of this year, 2025. I just want to say thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, staff. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. And just thank you for being a part of what's taking place within the city of South Bay. It means so much to me and this commission, and plus city manager and staff as well, because it shows that you're really engaged in what is taking place in the city of South Bay. And that means so much to each and every one of us that sits on this DS. At this present time, the ones on live stream, thank you for being a part of our meeting tonight. We do appreciate you joining us tonight as well. We start our meeting October 7 p.m. Madam Clerk, we have the roll call. After the roll call, we have Pastor Bean to give us a prayer, and then we have the pledge of allegiance to the flag. Palm Beach County Sheriff Department, thank you for being here. You're with us this morning, sir. We want to thank you. We know there was a problem with the Palm Beach County Sheriff Department. I want the parents to know that's the reason. They wasn't out this morning when we did the walk this morning. Fire rescue. That's the reason they wasn't available with us this morning. They came out, but they had an emergency that fire rescue had to leave this morning. I want to thank staff. I want to thank the commissioners for being a part of each and every one of the parents that was out this morning as well. Thank you. It was great this morning. This present time, Madam Clerk, we call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Present.
Commissioner Polk,
Present.
Mayor Cox.
President, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner. Let all stand, please.
Father, we give you glory, we give you praise. We thank you for this is the day that you've made. We're here now, God, to discuss the business of this great city. We pray that you continue to guide our mayor and our commissioners, God. We pray that you be with the staff. And we pray, God, that you be with us, the citizens. You get the glory, you get the praise out of all said and done. It is in Jesus' name we ask these things, and we all said,
Amen.
pledge to the
Go ahead, Brian.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Bean. We do appreciate that prayer, sir. And I always say that we will not start a meeting without prayer within this particular chambers. Let me just reflect back to something I was saying earlier about walking with the kids this morning at Roosevelt Elementary School. And the reason I said that, parents and citizens, it was amazing because the number of parents that participated this morning and students as well. And the great applaud that the city of South Bay and Roosevelt Elementary School, along with the faculties, it was a lot of people who was really amazed at what happened this morning because they didn't know what was going on in the city of South Bay this morning. And I just want to thank you all for being a part of that this morning. It really was great. Commissioner King, Commissioner Polk, Vice Mayor McKelvin, our city staff, our city manager, all of them was out there this morning, and the parents, thank you for being a part of your children each and every day. Thank you. We'll continue with our agenda for the night. School of Voting Conflict, Commissioner King.
None, sir.
Thank you, Madam. Commissioner Polk.
None, sir.
Thank you, sir, and none for me either. Presentation of proclamation tonight, Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir, we do have one.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, as you all know, our postmaster is retiring, and we want to celebrate our postmaster. You know, she's juggled between Lake Harbor, coming in from Pahokee, going to Lake Harbor, coming to South Bay, and serving the city with her gracious smile. And none of this is written. I'm just talking about the person that I've had an opportunity to have a conversation with and meet. She came into South Bay as the postmaster around the time that I also came in as city manager. And we had an opportunity to bounce out ideas off of one another. So, Mayor, this is a personal yet a professional proclamation and celebration that we're offering to our postmaster, to Miss Benita Hamilton, who has faithfully served the United States Postal Service and the community. She would say 26 years, and the Postmaster General may say 20 years, but we're going to celebrate her 26 years of demonstrating unwavering dedication, professionalism, and commitment to excellence. Throughout her distinguished career, Ms. Hamilton has upheld the highest standards of integrity, punctuality, and customer service, earning the admiration and respect of colleagues and customers alike. Whereas Benita Hamilton has served not only as a postal worker, but also as a trusted member of the community. I can attest to that. Whereas her dedication, mentorship, and positive spirit have left a lasting legacy within the United States Postal Service family. Whereas the City of South Bay wishes to publicly recognize and honor Benita Hamilton for her over 26 years of dedicated service within the Postal Service. Now therefore be it proclaimed, the City of South Bay and him, Joe Cowles, Mayor of the City of South Bay, do hereby publicly commend Benita Hamilton and express her deepest gratitude for the service she has rendered to the City of South Bay and its residents. In witness whereof, he, Mayor Joe Cowles, have set his hand and caused the official seal of the City of South Bay, Florida, to be affixed this 21st day of October 2025. Congratulations, Miss Postmaster for the City of South Bay, Benita Hamilton. And she's proud to tell you all she is retiring October 31st. She does not change that date, no matter what you ask her and say to her. I think she has a trip planned. We can get this picture first and then our family. Thank you, Mayor. All right, we get this picture and then we have our family come up and join us. Madam Attorney. Thank you, and our family. I want to squeeze on in here. Thank you all. Any words? All right.
I just want to say thank you all so much. It's been such a privilege serving the City of South Bay. I've lived here for years, and most of my customers I know on a first name basis. And although I'm happy to be leaving, I'm sad that I'm leaving seeing you all, but I'm not sad that I'm leaving the Postal Service. But thank you so much for being so kind and allowing me to help you. So thank you. You all have a good evening, and this is really special for me. Thank you.
Just so, and also you all know, as I'm making this transition, tried to bring her in and offer her an opportunity and volunteer with the City of South Bay. They gave a small stipend and she said, I'm retiring October 31st, just so you know. All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, and I do appreciate that. And Commissioner, thank you as well. Ms. Hamilton, thank you. I appreciate you for all the work that you did, all the years that you served at the post office there. You have did a fantastic and a great job. I think that the postmaster that was there before you, what was his name?
Charles.
Okay, Todd, yes, right. Miss Miller was, yes, Miss Miller, yes, right, yes. And we just want to thank you all for all the services you have rendered there, and great. He had been a fantastic, he left and then he came back, so he back into the City of South Bay. And we just want to thank you all. We appreciate the service. May God continue to bless you, dear, whatever your endeavor is, you and your family, and make sure that when you do your traveling, I don't know if you're going to take mother with you or not, but make sure that she's well taken care of. We really do appreciate it. All right. Bless you, dear. We'll continue with our agenda for tonight. Opportunity for the public to address the commission. Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir, you have three, and the first one will be Mr. Corey Wilkerson.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor,
Good evening, sir.
Commissioners, Mr. Manager. Thank you for having me. I come to on behalf of Electoral Community Development. Even though I reside in Berkeley, I'm a citizen of the Tri-City. Before you, one of my brother members passing out some information about the things Electoral have done. Simply because I believe in following protocol. I called the city hall 5 times, didn't get a call back. I reached out to one of the city officials, I did not get a call back. Cause I believe in not adding my laundry in public. I think there's a time to pay for everything. So, when it comes to Electro, I take what I do very seriously. Even though Electro is inception in 2023, I've been dealing with kids for the last 30 years, being disabled or not. I love what I do. So, I just, as you all know, Electro does the 203 thing. Every year we do it. This year is really different. We have a 3-day event planned. Friday night, there's competition. Saturday game, on 23rd, we're taking 30 kids from Biggie, Pokey, and South Asian to see a man hit to run the rest of the basketball game. Now, I have Pokey support, I have Berkeley support. Even, like I said, even though I'm not a resident of South Bay, and I know your policy that you do favor residents over people who doesn't live here, I understand that and I respect that. But I don't think when it comes to let go, we don't put no emphasis on where a person comes from when we get our money. Like on the paper. I'm so proud to say we've been existing for 2.5 years. We had given out $10,250 in scholarship money. We do a book, we help kids from all PCs be in home library. We know they'll be in the books. But majority of those kids are able to buy them book for them kids to read. Because I believe in education. So I'm asking the commission if we would support those kids going to Miami Heat game. Transportation had already been taken care of by Happy Grace in Asheville. I'm so proud of that. And like I said, Pahokie's on board, the city of Bigley is on board, and I'm pretty glad that we can get the city of South Bay on board. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wilkinson. Thank you for being here tonight. You know, I know that you came to us some years back in reference to your program. I think it was a great idea when you started working with young people within the Glaze area. I see that you have 30 students here, am I correct?
Yeah.
And then I think you have in parentheses, you have 15 players from Glaze Central and Pahokee High School to the Miami Heat game. Now, you didn't mention anything about the kids from Pahokee. You just said Glaze Central. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see it here now. Yes, I'm sorry. My bad. Yes, sir. 30 kids total. And, you know, I love this here when it come down to young peoples and the things that adults are trying to do with our kids that make a difference in our communities. But I would just want to I just want to make sure that the commission understand, I want the public to understand as well. I'm fully in support of this particular program, but I want to make sure it's very clear in reference to things. I don't want nobody to think I'm playing favoritism in reference to this particular item that Mr. Wilkerson is bringing up tonight. I will sustain for him discussing this here. And the reason I say I'm going to sustain from this is because due to the fact he is my brother-in-law. And I don't want no one to think that by me voting on this here or supporting this right here, the mayor is playing favoritism. No, I'm not going to do that there. I'll leave this total up to these three commissioners to make that decision on which direction they go in reference to this. Because I want to make sure it's very, very clear. And the residents know it very, very well why I sustain from, discussing and talking about this particular matter. So it won't be nothing put out there saying the mayor's, the only reason he do in favor of this because his brother-in-law. I will back away and I will sustain myself in voting on this. I'll leave it to the commissioners in a sense there. Thank you.
We don't need that conflict of interest or that negative sign over you nor me. So I respect that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, sir. Commissioners, Commissioner King and Commissioner Pope. Go ahead, Commissioner King.
Oh, okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. What is the total amount that you're requesting on support?
Commissioner, I'm be honest with you. I don't care if you all go $1 or $1,000. Whatever you all give, I'm grateful. Because I do know this, if God gives him, he don't provide resources.
Okay.
Commissioner Pope.
Yeah, I respect Mayor Kyles.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for this program. I recall last year when you came, I don't think we didn't have it in the budget, but I think because I know I gave personally directly to you guys. Right. I'm willing to do that again. I probably need more time to get with the city manager, finance director, and let's kind of just see what we have to make a decision on the spot tonight. But I'm willing to do what I did last year. I don't remember how much it was, but I know I gave you guys a donation.
Yeah. And we have a deadline, not to do it on the spot. We have a deadline November 1st is the no thing again. The lady that's emailed me and reinforced that, and like I told her, that's a short turnaround, but that's the process. So I don't mean to put any more burden pressure on you.
Thank you, Commissioner King. You finished, Commissioner Pope.
Yeah, I mean, again, if we can hear from our finance director maybe later in the meeting, he can give us an update, or if city manager want to chime in and see if there's a line item that we may be able to pull something from.
Mayor Commission, as I expressed to this commission during the budget cycle, that's where we kind of had to tighten the belt this year on a lot of our community giving from prior years. And I will say this was not considered as one of the items to support. Your major item that you've set aside in your budget, just for all listening ears, is the support for the Rosenwall Safety Patrol trip. That is something you have set aside. However, with your private contribution, if you want to make that private contribution, I know that is great, but I can tell you I'm sitting here now that through one of our local churches, Mount Calvary First Baptist Church, they are willing to make a $400 contribution through the city to Letco for the support of the activity. But I just want to let the commission know, in your community giving line item, you did make some adjustments in your budget this year. But that is something I can announce at this moment. I apologize for sharing it in this manner, but this is your first community public request. But I have to say, you made that adjustment in your budget because it was a tight year. But not only that, I would also caution the commission, if we could, you do have a policy in place for community support up to us over a certain amount. But I will also just caution the commission in opening the door, because you don't want, nothing against Mr. Wilkerson. It just so happened you are the first person to come before us. And I also, just sitting in this chair, have to caution you in how you open that door, of open Pandora's box for the request starting to come to you, and how you make the determination of saying yes and no. But if you're going to make it, let's do it through your policy, or you just do it through your through you as individuals, and not from the city per se. So that's just one thing I would share with you. And again, nothing against you, Mr. Wilkerson, nothing against Letco. It just so happened I say you're the first one coming to the city. But you do have $400 coming from Mount Calvary First Baptist Church through the city to support this initiative.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Whatever decision that these commissions are making in reference to supporting this particular organization here, like I said before, I'm not going to comment on anything. I'm not going to chime in on this here. It's their decision there. So whatever decision and whatever recommendation the city manager already stated about, then we'll move forward from there. But tonight, Mr. Wilkerson, I want to thank you for being here tonight, for presenting this before the commission as well, sir. You have been doing a great job with those young peoples, and I have seen the work that you have doing, you and your organization, sir. Again, on behalf of the city of South Bay, thank you for being here tonight, sir. Commissioner King, you were going to say something? Are you okay?
I just wanted, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just wanted to let you know that I'll be supporting you as well on a personal level. All right.
All right.
It's understood, doesn't have to be explained.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Madam
Yes,
Clerk.
sir. The next one is Dr. Jacobs.
Dr. Jacobs.
Good evening to everyone.
Evening.
To Mayor Cowles, the commission, city manager, city clerk, and to our city attorney. My name is Dr. Wilhelmina Jacobs. I reside at 13820 Sheffield Street, Wellington, Florida, 33414. My purpose this evening here is twofold. We know that this is City Government Week, so I just want to officially and publicly read the letter from Lakeshore Middle School. It says, Dear City of South Bay, on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff at Lakeshore Middle, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the City of South Bay for partnering with us to host our pre-law and civic students for the City Government Day on our campus this week, Thursday. We are truly grateful for the city's willingness to bring local government to our students, creating authentic learning experience where they can engage in civic dialogue with their elected officials and discuss some important issues affecting our community. This initiative provides our students with a meaningful opportunity to see how the government works, understand the responsibilities of public service, and learn the importance of civic participation. Your collaboration exemplifies the spirit of community partnership and reinforces the shared commitment between our school and local leaders to invest in the next generation. By taking the time to meet with our students, answer questions, and share your perspective, you are inspiring them to think critically about leadership, citizenship, and the role they play in shaping the future of South Bay. We look forward to a successful and engaging City Government Day extended, and deepest thanks to the City of South Bay for your continued support of our educational programs. Together, we are cultivating informed, active, and empowering young citizens who will carry the values of civic responsibility to our community. With sincere appreciation, Dr. Gibbons and Dr. Jacobs. Commission, those of you who are coming, I just want to forewarn you, the children are ready.
Okay, great. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Ms. Jacob. We appreciate you being
Also,
here
I
tonight.
have some gifts for those who are working behind the scene to support us on Thursday, and we are looking with great anticipation.
All right. Thank you,
When
Ms.
you're
Jacob.
on your way, please give me a call so I can be waiting at the gate.
All right, thank you, Ms. Jacob. We appreciate it. Madam Clerk?
Yes, sir. Ms. Annie Ifield?
All right, good evening, Mayor, Commission,
evening.
South Bay residents, and Eiffel with Healthier Glades. Couple of things I want to just, first of all, give you a heads up. This past weekend was such a wonderful weekend. It's great to see so many people in pink. The 10 conversations was standing room only. If you go to our Healthier Glades page, you'll get a chance to see the pictures from that event. And the Glades Pink Walk was a wonderful event. So I think we had some folks that were from South Bay that also attended either the 10 conversations, the Pink Walk, or both. So on behalf of the Glades Pink Walk Committee, I want to say thank you guys for your support and participation. I'm here today to talk a little bit about, as you know, Muck Bowl is fastly approaching. And so I just wanted to share with you, there's 2 activities that are happening this week for seniors. So the first one is the event Arts on the Muck that Healthier Glades is supporting as part of our Train the Brain campaign. And so we're doing a luncheon with fun game activities for everyone. It'll be from 11 to 2 at the Lois Lewis Mary O. Evans Center. We're asking everyone who plans to attend, please wear your school colors, whether you're a Mighty Raider or a Pahokee Blue Devil, or even Lakeshore Bobcats. Come with your colors. Or East Lake for Pahokee. So we're celebrating everyone. So that will be from 11 to 2. Lunch will be catered by Auntie Rose from Quiet Waters, and we'll have some prizes. We are going to do a contest for the most school spirit based on your outfits. So please come out to that. West County Senior Center is also doing a pep rally on Thursday. I can't remember what time that one is. That's 11 as well. So I'm not sure if you have to be part of West County or is it open to the public, but ours is open to the public. So anybody who's interested, y'all come on out. We're trying to kick off Muck Bowl week, which is the following week with our seasoned residents. I don't want to say seniors, but with our seasoned residents. I understood the assignment. Yes. So we're still continuing to do some community outreach with health screening and stuff like that. I am working with our faith-based health educators to do something in South Bay around December 20th. I'll come back later to give you more information. And then myself, along with Ms. Blake, will be working on providing toiletries like we've done in the past couple of years out to our homeless population in December. So as soon as I hear as soon as I get more information, I'll come back before the commission to present. And with that, I say thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ifield. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you. Madam Clerk? All right, thank you. We appreciate everyone. We appreciate the announcement and it's great that it bring the information to each and everyone that in our meeting, they'll know precisely what is taking place in the Glades area. So therefore you won't be lost. It's something for you to get involved in, to entertain yourself and entertain your family as well. We want to thank Mr. Wilkerson and thank Ms. Ifield for coming before us tonight. We'll continue with our consent agenda. Consent agenda tonight, October the 7th of 2025, and approve our city commissioner meeting, October the 21st of 2025. Mr. Manager, you have the addition to this particular consent agenda, sir?
None, Mayor.
Thank you. May I have a motion and a second to move the consent agenda to the floor for discussion and approval?
Move.
Moved by Commissioner Polk,
Second.
second by Commissioner King. Any discussion from this commission per the consent agenda? Here none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Mayor Collins?
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Commissioner. It passed by all the commissioners. Resolution 58-2025. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement as an emergency purchase between Grid One Electrical Construction, Inc. and the City of South Bay for the street light pole repairs along US Highway 27 in the City of South Bay, providing for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor Commission, we are the owners and operators of 14 city-owned street light poles along US Highway 27, more commonly known as the green light poles. As you are aware, we had a resident to come out and bring that to our attention in a very in her manner. But as also staff did take the opportunity to assess the light poles during some night drives, and to notice that 14 of the light poles are out. Grid One, a local company, provided us a quote in the amount of $10,540 to repair the 14 city-owned street light poles, which staff will be recommending for approval under our emergency purchase code. But also would like to share with the commission that we started working on this project on September 10th or before, but on October 15th, we received a non-compliance letter, a notification from Florida Department of Transportation regarding those light poles. So you were already on top of it prior to the non-compliance notification coming to the city, but staff is recommending approval of Resolution 58-2025 in the amount of $10,540 to repair the 14 green light poles. I will also add to the commission that you did emergency repairs on these light poles back in early 2023, and we are, from staff's perspective, in looking into, of course, we need to get it illuminated at this time, but hopefully in the near future being over the next 1.5 to 2 years, of finding something where we will not have to visit this issue again in the future, yet keeping the area illuminated for the public safety. That's all that I have, so staff recommends approval.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. May I have a motion and a second to move Resolution 58-2025 for the floor discussion and approval?
Moved.
Moved by Commissioner Polk.
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. Any discussion at this present time? I just want to say a few words in reference to that. Thanks to residents for bringing it to our attention as well. As I'm riding at night, I see what she's talking about because it's very dark, and some of the business owners have stated to me as well as what's taking place because their stores are closed at night, their business is closed at night, and there have been some break-in in reference to some areas there. So by these lights being repaired within the city of South Bay on Highway 27, I think it will make a huge difference for those business owners within the city of South Bay. And I just want to thank the residents who brought that to our attention along with the business owners as well. Any more discussion for this resolution 58-2025 for this commission?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner King?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Manager, for working on to ensure, the safety of our community on 27 by trying to get the lights back up and running. The maintenance, once we get them back up and running, how we decided what kind of maintenance plans that we're gonna have so that we don't run into this issue again in the future.
Yes, ma'am. And there's no maintenance plan. It is those electrical poles, and they go out, but there is no maintenance plan relative to that electricity just operating one day and or not. If it's a light bulb, yes, we replace the light bulb, but there's no true maintenance plan that you can go in and say, okay, this wire is working at this time. And it's a matter of mechanics.
Okay, thank you. So now are we gonna keep those same poles, or are we gonna put in new ones?
That's only a repair cost. There's $10,540 is only a repair cost for getting the existing poles illuminated.
Okay. And the Grid One is the only electrical company that gave us a bid, or was the or did we have other bids that came in?
No, ma'am, you didn't have any bids. We did make other contacts with other local electricians, White Electrics, Brockman Contractors, and Grid One. Grid One was the company that provided us a response, and they were able to go out and provide us not only a response, but provide us a quote and assess it. No one else gave the city a response. We waited over, I think, about 3 weeks, and I'm just looking at memories, approximately 3 weeks waiting. Public Works Director reached out multiple times to those same respondents, and we received I'm not able to do it from one of them, and one of them did not respond at all.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For that.
All right, thank you, Commissioner King, and thank you, City Manager Campbell, for that update in reference to that particular bid. In addition to questions at this present time from this commission, you're now, Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Pope,
Yes.
Mayor Collins.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, City Manager Campbell. Thank you, Commissioner. Passed by all the commissioners. Resolution 59-2025. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, approving a schedule for regularly scheduled City Commission meetings and observed holidays for the calendar year 2026, providing for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Campbell.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, in section 2.86011 of the Florida statutes, also known as the Florida Public Meeting Law, excuse me, requires in part that municipal boards and commissions provide reasonable notice of all meetings. The City Commission desires to cancel the regularly scheduled City Commission meetings falling on or in close proximity of national holidays, election dates, and travel as the City Commission to Tallahassee and Washington, D.C. City Manager requests approval of the regular City Commission meeting schedule for calendar year 2026, attached as your Exhibit A. The meeting dates are known following are January 20, 2026, March 3rd, 2026, June 16th, 2026, July 7th, 2026, September 8th, 2026, November 17th, 2026, and December 15th, 2026. City Manager requests approval of holidays to be observed of the City of South Bay for calendar year 2026 as well, and those holidays are attached as Exhibit B. I do apologize. Let me get them. New Year's Day, Wednesday, January 1st. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday, January 19th. President's Day, February 16th. Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th. Juneteenth, floating holiday of Friday, July 3rd. Labor Day, Monday, September 7th. Columbus Day, Monday, October 12th. Veterans Day, Wednesday, November 11th. Thanksgiving Day, November 26th. Floating holiday, November 27th. Friday, November 27th. Floating holiday, Thursday, December 24th. Christmas Day, Friday, December 25th. Staff recommends approval of said resolution.
Thank you, City Manager Campbell. May I have a motion and a second to move Resolution 59-2025 to the floor for discussion and approval?
Moved.
Moved by Commissioner Poe,
Second.
second by Commissioner King. Any discussion from this commission per Resolution 57-2025? Mr. Manager and City Clerk, is the same days that we had last year, sir? In 20,
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir, and I do appreciate that. Any additional question at this present time? Here none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Mayor Collins?
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, City Manager Cameron. And thank you, Commissioner, passed by all commissioners. Resolution 60-2025. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
A resolution of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, authorizing the city manager to enter into an emergency agreement with lobbying services between Jordan Connors Group, Inc. and the City of South Bay, Florida, providing for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Cameron.
Mr. Mayor, Commission, as we move through this state legislative process that's set to begin, well, committee meetings are already scheduled and reports are being submitted, proposals and our requests are going before the state legislators as we speak. The city desires to enter into an emergency agreement with Jordan Connors Group, a company with knowledge of the issues facing the city of South Bay, for a yearly amount not to exceed $30,000 with a retainer of $2,500 per month. The City Commission deems this service is vitally important to the residents of the city and desires to secure lobbying consulting services consistent with the agreement attached hereto. Staff recommends approval of Resolution 60-2025.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. May I have a motion and a second to move Resolution 60-2025 to the floor for discussion and approval?
Move.
Moved by Commissioner King,
Second.
second by Commissioner Polk. Any discussion from this commissioner per Resolution 60-2025? Here none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King?
Yes.
Commissioner Polk?
Yes.
Mayor Collins?
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, City Manager Cameron. Thank you, Commissioner. It passes by all commissioners. Ordinance, this is our second and final reading for tonight in reference to ordinance number 05-2025. Madam Clerk, read for the record, please.
An ordinance of the City Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, providing for the city's consent to the inclusions of the entry territory within the City of South Bay municipal boundaries into Palm Beach County's Fire Rescue Municipal Services Taxing Unit for the fire rescue, fire protection, advanced life support, and similar emergency services, fire code enforcement, and other necessary and incidental services, providing for intent, purpose, and consent, providing for effectiveness and duration of consent, providing for effectiveness of repeal, acknowledging Avalon millage rate limitation, providing for repealer of conflict ordinance, providing for servability, providing for codification, providing for caption, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager Cameron.
Mayor Commission, this ordinance dates back to 2005, where the city entered to be consented to its inclusion in the county's fire rescue MSTU, multiple service taxing unit, for a 10-year term through December 31st, 2015. Additionally, it was amended by ordinance just to amend the boundaries in that same year of 2005. We continued the services, continued and extended the city's service through the Fire MSTU in 2016. Coming to you now for an additional 10-year to begin October 2026 to extend the necessary and enable the county to provide within the city fire rescue and related services funded by tax year 2025, including but not limited to the enforcement of the Florida Fire Prevention Code and Palm Beach County local amendments thereto, collectively known as the Fire Code. The City Commission hereby desires to extend for an additional 10-year period from December 31st, 2025 through December 31st, 2035 to the inclusion of all the territory lying within the municipal boundaries of the city into the county's fire rescue MSTU for county fire rescue and related services within the city from October 1, 2026 until 7:30 a.m. on October 1, 2036, and believes that such inclusion is in the best interest of the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of South Bay. Staff will be recommending on final reading ordinance number 05-2025 upon following public hearing.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron. Appreciate that. At this present time, this ordinance 05-2025 is open to the public. Any comments from the public in reference to this particular ordinance at this present time? Any discussion from the ordinance, per the ordinance? Here none. Close with, this ordinance closed on the public. Now back to the commission. Commission, any discussion per ordinance 05-2025 at this present time? Here none. May I have a motion and a second to move the ordinance to the final reading? Ordinance 05-2025 at this present time.
Moved.
Moved by Commissioner Pope,
Second.
second by Commissioner King. In addition to discussion at this present time for this ordinance 05-2025. Here none, Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Pope,
Yes.
Mayor Collins.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, City Manager Cameron. Thank the residents as well, and the audience as well in reference to this particular ordinance. We do appreciate it, and Commissioner, thank you. It passes by all commissions. We'll continue. Roosevelt Elementary School report. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Today, as you heard from the mayor, there was a really nice event happening. I couldn't participate because I had to be in the cafeteria waiting for kids to come for their breakfast. But I understand it was very well attended. So it was the Bike, Walk, and Roll School Day that was observed today for Florida Government Week. The Unity Day will be tomorrow, where everyone on campus are being asked to wear orange. Red Ribbon Week will be October 27th through 31st. And also including that week, we're having a Halloween candy competition between the classes. Whoever bring the most candy to school, that is the class that is bring the most candy to school, will be given a pizza party. So Oktoberfest will be on the 30th, where Drumline will be performing in Belgrade. I think you all heard drum lines too. For those of you who may have worked late last night, you heard the drums early this morning. And on the 31st, which is Halloween, I believe, we're having our haunted house on campus for the students.
Wonderful.
And it will be a haunted house, I guarantee you. So that's what's happening this week on behalf of my principal, Mr. Bruce Hightower. And of course, our counselor, Mr. Vice Mayor, McKelvin. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Donato. We appreciate that report, Joe. Thank you for everything.
I won't remember them, so I'm really hard.
So really just encourage each parent to participate in the activities taking place in the schools, whether elementary school, kindergarten, middle school, or high school. They must participate in the colleges and universities as well. We continue at this present time. The financial report, a reference to from my treasurer and our finance director tonight, Commissioner Pope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. We're all good. Like for us to go ahead with the financial.
All right, have a motion.
Yeah, we moved past the finance report for October 15th.
All right, thank you, sir. We have a motion by Commissioner Pope per the financial report. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. Any questions per the financial report at this present time before this commission? Here none, Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Polk,
Yes.
Mayor Collins.
Yes, thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Treasurer, Commissioner Pope. And thank you, Mr. Mass, as well, for making sure that our finances are up to par within the city of South Bay. We do appreciate it, sir, along with your staff members. City Manager report, City Clerk's report, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir, just one item. I just wanted to make an announcement that the general election is coming up and qualifying period will begin November 14th, starting at 12 p.m. through November 20th, ending at 12 p.m. Packets are available for pickup. You can schedule an appointment with the city clerk's office. However, qualifying period, again, will not begin until November 14th. That's it, sir.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. City Manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a few items to share. One is there's going to be just a small difference in your upcoming agendas regarding your accounts payable report. It is going to be provided to you as it's being provided, but you will note just a a small statement regarding it's for your information. For your information, and there is no thing that's required for action from the commission. So you will notice a small statement on your agendas once you see your next accounts payable report. Just a little housekeeping we need to do here internally. Also,
Information only, am I correct, sir?
yes.
All right, thank you.
Number two, what I have, just 4 things I'm going to go over. One, I'm going to go back, if we could bring us back to the minor home repair presentation and update, so staff would know what we need to do and present some information to the commission. Not so much as what we need to do, we want to get your input and insight on it. And I need to qualify this statement and let you all know American Rescue Plan Act funding minor home repair program was a citywide initiative. You funded that program in the tune of $700,000, giving homeowners up to $5,000 each. The requirement was that you had to live in your house. You had to have homesteaded that property prior to COVID date, which was March 2020. Your property had to be homesteaded. It had to be your primary residence. You funded that. That was funded by prior commission, this commission, to the tune of $700,000. And I want that to, as I present this initiative to the commission and the public, this minor home repair program is set aside with only $30,000 as budgeted by the commission during your budget process. Next slide. So what staff was working with and trying to make a determination, how do we roll out a minor home repair program with $30,000 and still meet the needs of the community to the best of our ability and still open it publicly versus the $700,000 minor home repair program. It wasn't easy. And I do understand, and I know that Ms. Davis is here, one of the residents, and I apologize for calling your name publicly. I should not have done that. Then we had a resident attend a meeting and make the request to bring some information to the commission for a minor home repair program. So here's something that's being rolled out, and I will tell you just this information and working internally. I'll talk through it. The purpose was to assist senior citizens in maintaining safe, decent, and sanitary housing. Provide limited financial assistance to low and moderate income senior homeowners for essential home repairs. It is designed to help seniors age in place with dignity while preserving the city's housing stock. Next slide. The total program funding shall not exceed $30,000 for the fiscal year. It would be a first come, first qualified basis, subject to available funds. The maximum assistance per household not to exceed $1,500. Next slide. Criteria: must be a legal resident of the city of South Bay, at least 67 years of age at the time of application. Property must be owner occupied and serve as applicant's primary homestead residence. Household income not to exceed 80% of the area median income as defined by HUD. Single family, owner occupied homes, mobile homes eligible if applicant owns the unit and the land. That is one of the differences. Those are two differences, is 80% of the AMI and mobile homes having the eligibility, which they were not eligible for the prior year, the ARPA, American Rescue Plan Act, federal funds. Mobile homes were not eligible, let me be clear. Mobile homes were not eligible for the American Rescue Plan Act dollars. Next slide. Repairs, eligible repairs. Repair or replacement of unsafe flooring, steps, or handrails. Minor roof repairs, not full replacement, but minor roof repairs to stop leaks. Plumbing or electrical repairs addressing safety concerns. Installation of grab bars, ramps, or other accessibility improvements. Window or door repairs to improve security or weatherproofing. Next slide. Repairs not deemed necessary. Ineligible repairs are repairs not deemed necessary for safety, health, or accessibility. Next slide. The application process. Complete and submit a minor home repair program application with required documentation. Your proof of age, ownership, income, residency. City staff will review applications for eligibility and conduct a home inspection to determine scope of work. Approved applications will be notified in writing, and repairs will be scheduled based on available funding. That statement is, once you know you are approved, is when the city is when you should move forward if that language remains. Also, city staff will review applications for eligibility. Yes, that will be done internally. To conduct a home inspection to determine scope of work. This is not going to be done. It's $1,500. So it's not going to be done by a certified building official or a building official or a housing inspector. This is a staff member is going to go out and see that you need whatever that repair you're looking for to get done. If it's a sink, we see that the sink is needed, and then it's a picture is taken there. You qualify for it. Well, not so much you qualify. They notice and they can recognize that home inspection is taken care of and done at that moment. So don't look for someone certified that's coming out. It's $1,500 worth of work. It is going to be identified by a staff member, and then the determination would follow from that point. That is the intent of that statement. Now, further on in the process, I know it may get to it, if you are doing electrical work, yes, staff member may come out and look at your outlet or look at a item to make a determination. However, if it's electrical, of course, the electrical inspector is going to come and look at it and make sure that you can power that electricity in your home, because that is still a safety concern. The city would not expend resources to just make a determination to determine that scope of work, but it will receive an inspection if an inspection or a building permit is needed for the type of repair that the homeowner is making. Next slide. Program will be administered by the City of South Bay Community Services Department, our Community Development, Economic Development. That name is something we are still, because we're not truly all of the things that one may say, but we are mostly here in the City of South Bay Neighborhood and Community Services Department. And a lot of things fall within that umbrella. Payment shall be made directly to homeowner upon satisfactory completion of work and or inspection by city staff. Residents, mayor, commission, this is you, in your American Rescue Plan Act dollars, you committed up to $5,000 to a homeowner. You also authorized a $3,000 upfront to the homeowner. This is not, I would strongly encourage the commission not to put the manager in that position should you decide to move forward with this minor home repair program, to give the homeowner the monies, whatever dollars you set aside or you direct us to do, to make that money available in advance of the repairs being made. And I know you're going to get residents say, we don't have, they don't have, or I don't have the dollars in order to get it done. And I am sensitive to that request and hearing from the residents on that, from that piece. But whatever dollar amount you set aside in order for it to do it, I'm encouraging the commission to support the manager in allowing this to be reimbursable once the resident has done all the things that need to be done, and just support the manager in that space for reimbursable following the inspection and or completion of the work. Next slide. Each eligible household may receive assistance only once within a 3-year time period. And put that in there with the understanding you may not have the 30,000, you may not have the dollars in your next year's budget in order to do that. But if you do, you want to put some limitations in place for the homeowners making the request. City reserves the right to prioritize applications based on the severity of needs and impact on health and safety. If program demand exceeds available funds, a waiting list may be established for consideration in the next fiscal year. Next slide. This policy is subject to approval by the Commission of the City of South Bay, Florida, and shall take effect immediately upon adoption. That is the minor home repair program for the utilization of the $30,000 that this commission set aside during their budget conversation to assist with housing here in the City of South Bay. I'm open for questions and comments, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, City Manager Cameron, per your report tonight, sir. Commissioner, do you have any questions in reference to the amount of home repair and reference to $30,000 that was allocated by this commission through our budget? Commissioner King.
Yeah, just one of mine. The part about the inspection or the completion of the work. The inspection means the inspection from the city or the inspection after the work has been completed.
If you would go back to that slide for me, Ms. Verdugo, please. Go forward. City staff will review application for eligibility and conduct a home inspection to determine scope of work. Approve applicants. Is that part? That's the part you're speaking about?
No, the one about the payment. Once would they receive the payment after the work completed and or after the work was inspected?
It could be both, either or. If it's not something that's required to have a building permit, now it's when the work is completed and we are able to establish that the work is completed. If it requires a home inspection because a permit was pulled, it will be done after the inspection has been considered. So it's both. So it depends upon the work.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner Poe?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Manager. Just kind of piggybacking on Commissioner King, but just going to the next phase of it, which is, and I understand that you're asking us to support you with making this these monies reimbursable to the residents after the inspections. And you already mentioned that some residents are going to say that, you know, they don't have $1,500 to do it up front. And I believe we will hear that. I just want to hear more of why you would like for us to support you on that.
Mr. Mayor, you should make it reimbursable from auditing, accounting, transparency, and I know that is the conversations that most municipalities and communities are hearing. I would encourage you to go in that direction from that space, to know that the work is being done and it's completed and to satisfactory. That is the space I'm coming from. But you're also wanting to do it so you can avoid any Inspector General questions and or comments, knowing that this item, one, the resident took dollars, did a repair and or supposedly, allegedly did the repair. How are you going to find out if it was really done? They are not required, if it's not a inspection job, to require to let us go in and see if it was done.
Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor.
So I know that I'm not sure if I fully answered your question, but
Well,
just
when you said
those
IG,
things,
you answered my question.
those things I would strongly encourage. That's one reason why. Those are multiple reasons as to why I would encourage that to take place. But again, when you determine the dollar amount, you may sit here as a commission and say, we're only going to award $500 to the residents for whatever those eligible repairs are. And $500, and please, residents, I am not, because I do understand $500 is a lot of money, depends upon how you're spending it and what you're doing with it. So I'm not minimizing that by any means. I am home when I make this comment. If we're making a home repair in the amount of $500, I believe that once we get to that point, the making of home repair of $500, we are able to make that adjustment and come back and get it taken care of. Now, I'm saying that in the most sensitive way as I make that comment. We're able to do so and get the get it reimbursed. Understanding that sometimes $500 is not always within reach. Not always within reach. So that is the statement that I'm making.
Yeah. And my other question was, well, two thoughts, because I know you said staff would be doing, so there would not be the need for any additional employees for this particular program.
No.
All right. And lastly, what would be the selection process? It was on the last, I think, second to the last slide. There.
When you say,
As for, I know it said,
so requirements.
Mhm.
So you go to your requirement slide, and I'll dig into it a little deeper. Resident come in, 67-year-olds, check. They live in the city of South Bay, check. They meet AMI, check. If their repairs may or may not be eligible for the work, then that's a non-check.
right.
So, but let's say that they do.
Mm-hmm.
You give the city manager direction. We're going to give $1,000 to the homeowner. We are finding 30 applicants. We get 35 applicants to come in. Right. How do we make the determination based upon that?
Right.
Who's the 5 applicants that may not get it? That's a good problem to have. I'm unable to answer that question because it may be one of these things that will exclude someone from that. And if it doesn't exclude them from it, then we have to make the determination first come, first serve, the first one that's in.
Oh, first come, first. Okay.
So your time stamp, you come in at 105 and the next one to come in at 107, and your 105 is where the $1,000 end, 107 you're excluded. Your first come, first serve.
Think we should add that to the policy?
It's in there.
Okay.
Right. Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Commissioner King?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Manager, you were saying, fronting up the funds and reimburse, the homeowner, front up the repairs and then they, be reimbursed. And your concerns were, I guess, on keeping track of, the completion of the repairs, but you were stating that there would be a inspection before to determine the repair, and once the repair is completed, there's another inspection to, I guess, identify the completion of the work. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. So being that most of our residents are on limited income and most of our residents can't front up $1,500 up front. So being that I say, that they are giving the $1,500 because you have staff that's gonna go in and inspect before, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna inspect afterwards to confirm that the work was done. Now,
I mean, I need to stop you
Okay.
there because that is the misconception,
Okay.
and that is where we have a disconnect in the conversation.
Okay.
No, ma'am. It is, yes, that is a requirement, but if you've been given all the dollars, I don't have to call you in order to come and see if I did the work. You already have your money. We want to work that all the honesty is there. I'm just stating it has occurred even when the last time we did this. So that is the piece, and it's why I'm also encouraging it be a reimbursable, because all of the inspections or just to onlook a site visit, we wanted to do them. We were trying to do them. Some people only needed the $3,000 that was up front, and we never got a chance to go back because they didn't need the $2,000 to do anything else done. So the $3,000 is what was utilized. So that is the piece, and I don't want that piece. Yes, if you don't have it, the $1,500 or whatever the dollar amount set aside, then yes, that second visit would take place. But if you already have it, there's an opportunity that the second visit may not take place.
okay,
Yeah, I
Got it
Mr.
now.
Mayor.
Commissioner Polk?
It's kind of like you between a rock and a hard space, because I do understand both sides. What I would recommend is, I think we did that the first time. I think that commission did that, but and we can be a little resourceful to the residents and as far as putting together a list of contractors who can do it that we know, because we do have some contractors in the city of South Bay that we know that would be willing to work for the residents. They know they're going to get that money, and maybe we can try to work with some of those. Not saying that we're going to be a middleman in that, but just to have that conversation. And I have some in my mind that I know that with knowing we are going to reimburse those residents, or rather they'll be able to work with those residents. What I'm saying. We put a list together. Not
We have that list ongoing of contractors, handymans. That is something, if you're registered in order to get done any work here in the city, you're doing work in the city of South Bay, we can provide that. I believe that the commission could give some direction on what they think that amount should be to administer for what each homeowner should get, or make application for, and that dollar amount may drive if we are hiring a handyman, a contractor, or that person that we know can install a toilet, and we're going to just pay that person for installing that toilet, which does not require a permit. Yet installing a toilet, as if you haven't done it, installing a toilet today is $750. That's from the purchase to the installation of the toilet. So just know that won't require a permit in order to get done. So just if we make that determination on the dollar amount, we from staff side, we will be able to make that draft, finalize this policy in a direction where you may want to, instead of take that $30,000 and find 3 homeowners and give them $10,000. So you have $30,000 in order to make minor home repairs. And once that dollar amount is determined and the eligibility components criteria is met or determined, we would then be able to say, here are some other things based upon what the commission has provided us. We can now, from the staffing side, look at what needs to be done, because it may be other requirements, other things that they're able to do once you say what the dollar amount is that you wanting to place on the street.
Commissioner King.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor. Just one. Okay, could we kind of like, because you were saying about non-permit repairs. Could we add that as a clause that all repair so that it can stay within the $1,500 limit, that all repairs must be non-permitted permit repairs?
No, ma'am, I wouldn't. If someone's going to do electrical work, if you change a cabinet or you change a countertop, you may hit an electrical outlet it's going to trigger your electrical fuse box, and then you're going to need a permit. And now what are we doing with that person? We're going to say, okay, you now have to go pull a permit, or I would caution you in going that direction I would caution you in going that direction, that everything must or must not get a permit.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Keep in mind,
Wait just a
you
minute,
have not made
Commissioner
a
King.
determination on the dollar amount because you're offering, and I put the 1,500 in there because most repairs, most building permits that we are seeing being submitted internally exceed $2,800 of repairs to property. We're not seeing something under $1,700. We're not seeing something for $1,500. So that is why we put the 1,500 in there, because if you're doing 10 by 10 square feet of a roof, which is 100 square feet, it doesn't require a building permit. But it will repair a leak. If you're fixing your toilet, or you're changing out a sink, or you're repairing a cabinet, you're making a repair to a basin, it doesn't require a building permit. But if you're changing out your fuse box or your electrical box, that's $3,000 right off top. And I know if we're saying and making the argument that the residents don't have or it may be a struggle with the 1,500. So to make the change out of electrical panel, that's the word, not electrical box, electrical panel for $3,000, that also may be a challenge. You just want to caution how you move in that direction as well. So I don't know if I'm answering your question. I am giving answers and scenarios based upon the things that we experienced between 2021 and 2023 with the American Rescue Plan Act minor home repair program. And there, which I alluded to, was 700,000. This is 30. And you setting that dollar amount is the most crucial piece in this conversation for other components to fall in place with this initiative.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I mean, the 1,500 looked good to me. That give you 20 residents. I mean, because you're trying to make it go as far as you can, and you want the residents to feel that they were able to accomplish something. And I do this kind of work, so I know what something would cost. And I agree with you about the toilet. Just replace 4 of them. And working at a house right across from Miss Fuse over there, they see what I do. So $1,500 is kind of fair. Make it try to go for it. But that's only my opinion from my experience. But I would suggest that, generally you ask a customer for some upfront money. So I don't know, maybe we split the 1,500 down and give them half up front or something like that, and they get the other half on the end. But those are just my recommendations at this time.
Thank you, Commissioner King and Commissioner Poe. Residents, the reason I didn't have anything to say because I seen what was happening in the year of the COVID, dealing with the $5,000. Some of the things that we went through within this city, it was terrible. In reference to the $5,000 was given to residents in the city, I recognize it a few minutes refused. In reference to what transpired, in reference to all the things that the city manager stated, that's the reason he's so cautious. In reference to a small amount of $1,500, very cautious about giving money up front. Because due to the fact that we have had people that came back and they got a contract and the contractor did the work and they said the city never gave them the money. And the city had given them that money during that particular time period. But the city was caught in between the thing here, where this homeowner told the contractor that no, the city did not give them the money. And see, these are why he's so cautious about what he's saying tonight, commissioners, because all the things that some things I'm not going to talk about tonight, but some of the things that we faced during that particular time period dealing with the $5,000. And I understand where the city manager is coming from, and I know what he is trying to make sure that we understand as well of what we was dealing with during that particular time period, dealing with the COVID, with the $700,000 and the $5,000 per homeowner. Everybody's not upfront with you. Everyone is not upfront with their contractors they had hired. The city was caught in the middle of this thing in reference to some of these individuals that received the $5,000. Even some of the ones that received the money up front. They was telling that the city is not going to give them the balance of the money. And that's why he was putting things out in reference to the guidelines that we need to follow to make sure that we on top of everything. Because I don't want the IG to come in poking about this and we didn't do it. We don't want that. We want to make sure we do the right thing and make sure you do it honestly and do it in the right direction. So, Mr. Manager, I understand. I'm glad that the commissioner asked you the question tonight because you need to ask those particular questions. And knowing why the manager is so cautious about certain things within the city of South Bay when it comes down to the dollars that's being spent in reference to the amount of homes repairs, because I wasn't pleased. With some of the statements was rendered by some of our residents within the city of South Bay against this city here when the commissioner was trying to be honest and trying to help our residents during that particular time period. And it helped a great deal of our residents within the city of South Bay, it really did. And they were very, very pleased. But you got some people's not going to be upfront with you. Some people's not going to be honest with you about things. And that's the reason he's so cautious, Commissioner. Not that he's fighting against us, but he's wanting to make sure that we're very cautious about these $1,500 that we be giving out. And you asked some great questions, wonderful question that you asked, but you can have a clear understanding of what have taken place in this last $5,000 amount of home repair. Because when he came to my office and started talking about this and talking about that there, I just have to look at him. And then he got to call our attorney and talk to our attorney about this and talk to our attorney about that. So if things took place during that particular time, Commissioner, you're not aware of it, but the city manager, the attorney, staff, and I, we went through some of the things that it should have never taken place with our residents in the city of South Bay that we tried to help during that particular time period dealing with their homes. But I'm not knocking nothing here, but I just want to make sure the residents know why he's so cautious about certain things because of what transpired during the year of the COVID, dealing with the $5,000 that was given to the commission. One thing, Mr. Manager, I want to go back to the eligibility criteria. How did we come up with the 67 years of age, may I ask?
It is my understanding that 67 years of age was considered to be Social Security and senior citizen age per state.
The reason I asked that
Federal
question,
guidelines, I'm sorry.
the reason I asked that question, sir, there's some homeowners within the city of South Bay is not at the age of 67. They don't retire from working as well. And, you know, some of them need help also. And that's the reason I raised a question about 67 because we're talking about minor home repairs. I think that maybe we can take a look at that particular age limit at 67. Because I know some people have came to us as not at that particular age, but they're homeowners within the city of South Bay that need some help in reference to different things with their roof, with their windows, with their ramps, and with the driveways and different things. It's just something just to take a look at, sir.
I will look at it, Mayor, but you all can tell me what to do, what it should be, because I'm recommending only something from a cautious space.
Yes, sir.
With the understanding that you have $30,000, but if you want to lower it or increase it, you would have to tell me because I wouldn't know a number to an age to bring back to the commission for consideration.
Yes, sir.
So you can look at that requirement from 67 and give a recommendation to staff. You can look at the $1,500 and give a recommendation to staff as to what you want those things to look like. So we're able to bring you back a policy to adopt with what you are seeking to be in your policy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Commissioner, what we'll do is take a look at the criteria, everything dealing with this here, and then you have some recommendation in reference to the city manager. Okay, so, Commissioner King.
Yeah.
Any type of recommendation in reference to something we're trying to work with, just bring it back to the full, before the commission, the city manager. Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to make a comment on that age, and you were saying 67 because Social Security was my point. At the homeowners that on Social Security, that's their only means of income, and paying the $1,500 up front would be an issue with everything else that they have to and now probably struggling paying.
One thing, Miss Shields, I know you had your hand up just a few minutes ago. Okay, all right. Thank you, madam. I do. Yes, ma'am. I do appreciate that. Thank you. In addition, report, Mr. Manager.
Well, I have more. I have two more items, Mayor, but right now.
I'm sorry.
No. Right now, the only thing about this item, Mayor Commission, I don't have anything to bring back to you, other than what's here.
Yes, sir.
In order to move this policy forward, but we could workshop it later and give you some time to work through those things and make some recommendations. But right now, we can move beyond it and bring it back, and it could be a workshop item in itself without any other at a following 6:30 workshop meeting in order for you to move forward.
The reason I said, I'm glad you brought that up, sir, because I want to hear what the vice mayor have to say as well, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Two other items here. The commission has been made aware of we did a contract with Wynn and Sons for road repairs. You have set aside $100,000 in this year's budget for some rideability dollars. And when that contract, what we have, I can share this information with you in writing, but I also just let you know these are the areas. Northwest, these are the areas for seeing, let me make it real clear. The following assessment has been made in the Northwest section of the city to make some areas drivable. Staff will be recommending emergency repairs for the following with Wynn and Sons as the contractor that we've on the contract with. And here are the areas. Northwest 2nd Avenue and Park Place for $15,100. Park Place is the small roadway behind the Commerce Center, the old City Hall, Police Department, Post Office, old Post Office. Also near 206 Park Place for $11,900. 145 Northwest 3rd Avenue for $10,300. Near 170 Northwest 3rd Avenue for $12,700. Near these multiple addresses, 218, 226, 200 Northwest 3rd Avenue for $21,700. Near the 170 Northwest 2nd Avenue for $13,300. And Mayor Commissioner, I do apologize. I did have maps for you. Northwest 4th near the car wash for $5,000. And we're also going to look at right there, Northwest 3rd near the Dollar General entryway and get that dollar amount to the commission. Get that dollar amount as well. But this is a total of $90,000 for the area within the northwest section of the city of South Bay to make some of those areas drivable here in the city of South Bay. So I just wanted to share that information with the commission. You will see Wynn and Sons coming out in the city in the near future, if not tomorrow, or Thursday, Friday, to begin looking at those areas. And Mayor, this is also for you and the commission as well. The last item from the manager, so make sure I got everything. I didn't forget anything. The last item, as you all know, we here in the city of South Bay, we started having conversations centered around ecotourism, our Village by the Lake project, the RV park, multifamily units, creating an opportunity and an atmosphere for ecotourism, generating some revenue, creating an entertainment area. We did have a job advertisement out. We received 2 applicants. There was a committee of 5. There were 2 residents that sat in on the committee. 2 residents, business owner. I can share with you, and I know she left and she was here to support the conversation, is our postmaster. She did sit in on the interviews. We interviewed both candidates, and it is the recommendation of that committee, just to keep you informed. 2 recommendations. We either do a bid and try to make it a contractual service, or we go back out and get additional candidates. But I just wanted to provide that information for your information. But as this item is moving, I will bring it back to the commission and keep you informed. And Mayor, Commission, I have no other items. Oh, yes, I did. I do apologize, Mayor, not to talk so much. And I know I gotta share this piece. This is regarding Northwest 10th Avenue. I got an update today, and I wanted to provide the update to the commission in very high level piece. Let me get to it. I apologize. Her Homes LLC is the contractor awarded the project. Construction began in mid-April 2025, starting first with the main water replacement. As of October 2025, the new water main work is completed, awaiting final clearance from the bacteriological test and final clearance from permitting from Palm Beach County Water Utilities. Some clearing work has begun, had been done earlier for the water main, but the main road construction closer to the northwest second side began August 2025. Now, the reason why I wanted to share the bacteriological test, we are unable to notice that you're seeing some things are not being done. We haven't received that final clearance for the bacteriological test, which is why you haven't seen some work taking place closer to MLK. So that area, the permitting and the testing has not been done. Well, has been done. We just haven't received the information in order to move forward. I am still able to share with the public and the commission that we are ahead of schedule. It just doesn't see the work taking place, but the project is ahead of schedule by 3 months, 2 months. Still ahead of schedule by 2 months, which could be done earlier than April 2026, and we're looking at January of 2026. So, completed schedule March 15, 2026, may be done earlier, January 2026. So we are still ahead of schedule on the project. However, it is the bacteriological testing that we haven't received from Palm Beach County in order to close up some of the areas so we can lay the asphalt, the geogrid and asphalt, and get the road construction pieces done. I want to share that update with the commission. Not only were you all asking and beating me up, the residents were doing the same, and I beat up the engineer and the contractors in order to not only get the information, but they understand the seriousness of getting Northwest 10th moving forward. But I can tell you the funders for Northwest 10th are pleased with the work as we send in reports to them, funders being Florida Department of Transportation. So just want to share that with you. Now I'm done, Mayor, Commissioner.
Thanks, Mr. Manager. I know you had a long report tonight, and Commissioner, thank you for being so patient. Thank you all for being patient as well. Do you have an additional question for the manager report?
Yes,
Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple questions about the Cox Park playground. Is there any updates on the repair or the new equipment installation?
No updates on Cox Park. It is one that's on the list. We will have some information coming to this commission. We have with last year's funding and this year's funding, we're able to put some things in place and possibly afford the playground equipment to take place in that area. But what I am more interested in doing, other than just installing playground equipment, and I need the commission support in this, if you have a recreation committee resolution, if you could bring some names and to just so we're able to reach out and let's figure out a way. It may not be playground equipment that's needed. It may be something else. Instead of us just spending $100,000 on playground, they may want to do something else. So I really would like to hear from the residents before we just install playground number 3 in that area. And so that would be something that is more advantageous, I think, versus just buying playground equipment. But if that's the will of the commission and us for us to move forward in that light, that is what we will do. But I'm more interested in hearing from the residents in that space for the playground instead of just doing that.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. My next one is the beacon lights for the school zone. Are there any plans on having beacon lights installed? Because we have the sign saying that, you know, this is a school zone, and lights, when lights are flashing at a certain period of time, we're in a school zone, but there's not a light there. Cause I'm seeing cars still speeding in the school zone. They not understanding that the school zone starts down by the Little Giant store to the school, coming back from the school all the way to Little Giants. Some may feel that once they pass the crossing guards, they're out of the school zone. So just wanted to know, are there any plans on having the yellow beacon lights installed so the residents can identify when they are in a school zone?
Yes, we did a speed zone study, and I know I shared this with the commission a couple weeks ago via email. During the week of September 23rd, 2025 to September 30th, 2025, hours beginning 12:05 p.m. to 1:02 p.m., 7,374 vehicles were analyzed. Total enforceable violations was 416%. The speed limit in the area is 15. The average speed received was 18 miles per hour. 6% of those violations are enforceable. The fastest speed during that time was 52, and the slowest speed was 6. The enforcement rating, and in conversations with law enforcement, this is a very low area regarding enforcement. Now, I'm not saying general public or commission that the 6% is not something we need to look into. What I am saying is for this speed study that was done in that area, it is very low. It's very low activity that is taking place. And that 52, just so you know, it was one car that during that speed study that was driving 52 miles per hour. To answer your question regarding lights, we actually own the lights, the flashing lights in the area. We have some of the equipment here on property. It is some of the technology that we do not have to fully operate those lights, and whereas the sidewalks may need to be torn up and some groundwork need to be done in order to run the fiber optic to run those lights in that area. That is something I could tell you was not looked at when we did the work on MLK, just not being completely aware of it. We did install the bike lanes, but we did not install wiring for the fiber optics to run the latest technology for safety lights. So we have the equipment in place. We don't have the technology, the fiber optic underground in order to make those lights and the solar ones, some of the solar ones operational. Now, the solar ones that are out there, we have some of that equipment as well, but they don't stand up in court. If a citation is given, some of those lights are not standing up in traffic court, and the judge look at all of that information. So yes, it is something. I just gave you a long answer to your question, but I did not want to leave anything out. We have the equipment for the beacon lights. We have the speed study done because we wanted to get a company to come in and install some of that at their cost. However, with the knowledge that they have, they are not willing to take on that expense for the caution lights, for the cameras, for the license plate readers. There's like the companies that came and did the presentation to the commission. It is a low investment for them. So we have to now, staff is now reversing this decision on, let's see how we could get this funded in order to move forward. because we were trying avenues that were more advantageous from a fiscal space. And now it's going to be on the burden of the city in order to ensure the continued safety in that area.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. No further questions.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner Pope?
Not really. Well, one thing, do we have an update on the, and I appreciate the report, everything we've gotten so far, afternoon recreation specialist conversation we've been having?
Yes, the person is in place. Staffing is there. We've worked out all of their scheduling details. It is the activities there. I know Zumba is going to begin. But we do have the personnel in space for afternoon activities to take place.
That's so awesome. And also about the rollout for the new website. I know you emailed us about it, but for the public ears.
I don't have the information directly in front of me, but I do know we should be going live early December of 2026 with the new website, the new texting, and all of the information to ensure clean and good conversations with the public. And I think it's November 26th is the date that I think I recall in that email.
Greatly appreciate you, Mr. Manager.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner King, and thank you, Commissioner Polk as well. Mr. Manager, just one final thing. I know someone asked us, have you had an update in reference to when the new business is going to be opening up? Have you had a chance to talk to the racetrack, sir?
I don't have a date, sir.
All right, then. Thank
No.
you, sir, and I do appreciate that, sir. All right. We'll continue tonight. City Attorney's report.
No report.
Thank you. Future agenda items? Here are none. Commission comment for the good of the order. Commissioner King.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and just continue to come out and support your community, your city, and may God bless you, smile upon you, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.
Thank you, Commissioner King. Commissioner Polk.
Yes, thank you. Again, I want to thank everyone also for being here. We had a long day today. Started out early this morning at Cox Park, and we had a wonderful time out there riding. I rode my bicycle. Some people walked. Some of the parents drove the kids in cars. Some kids walked. Vice Mayor had the drum line out there. I mean, it was really a very exciting morning here in the city of South Bay. And I got home, I looked online. Everybody was coming out their doors, video, live recording. So I feel so great about the things that are happening in South Bay. The wonderful report we just got from the city manager, all the different projects that we're on top of and things are rolling out and things are happening. I mean, I feel very good about what's happening. So I just, my good of the order is I feel good about what we're doing. And of course, a lot of constructive conversation tonight. And that's critical. That's what we're here to do. So very pleased. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Polk. Palm Beach County Sheriff Department. All right. Thank you. I don't have a whole lot to say. A lot have been said tonight, and great reports have been given as well. Great questions have been asked as well. Mount Calvary First Baptist Church, thank you. Thank you all for working with the Mr. Wilkerson in reference to this program. We do appreciate that, and we're going to continue to do the things to help our young people in the city of South Bay, especially when people's taking out the time to work with them. Commissioner, I spoke to you last week. I would like to know, I'm asking you guys tonight in reference to two proclamation in reference to the individuals in the city of South Bay. The first proclamation I'm asking for this city, the commission in reference to the Mount Calvary First Baptist Church in reference to their feeding program, a proclamation for them. And also Miss Roger that lived at the cross in Woodhunt Subdivision. She was 102 years old, and I think they're having a funeral this upcoming Saturday at New Bethesda Church, am I correct, at 11 o'clock, and I'm asking if it's possible they can support her and support in reference to those two commissioners. It's all right for you all. Thank you, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, each and every one of you for being there. Staff, thank you. You did a wonderful work today. And the things that I know we have a few more days. We got tomorrow, we have Thursday, and then Friday. Hopefully that is not that much. But you have did a fantastic job of making sure that all the things that we have done yesterday and today, and looking forward to tomorrow and Thursday. You have did a fantastic job. I want to appreciate you all. Mr. Manager, thank you as well. You have been there beside us as well. Commissioner, thank you. We appreciate that work that y'all do as well. Madam Attorney, thank you. We appreciate you as well, dear, for guiding us in the right way from a legal aspect. It means so much to us within the city of South Bay. With that, I said thank you all. I really appreciate you being here tonight. I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Meeting is adjourned.